Hello, Elena. How are you? It's nice to meet you and have here in the BCR News. Elena Neroba is a manager market developer of MaxiGrain, a company, a trader company from Greece. But you are in Ukraine, Kiev. Welcome to our program, and we wanted to know some things about the market. The measure recently taken by Russia to limit wheat export that have an impact in the domestic market, can other countries follow the same measure that takes Russia, in your opinion?
Buenos dias. Hi, I'm very happy to be here. It's a huge opportunity to me to be a part of this huge market. So thank you for invitation. So about Russian limitation. Probably Kazakhstan could, as part of Eurasian Economic Union, set some limitation as well, because those limits which Russia already sets, 17.5 metric tons for all kind of grains, including wheat, it's not include countries like Belarus and Kazakhstan, which are part of Eurasian Economic Union. So I think that logically the next step will be to limit, to do the same of countries which are members of this union. If we talk about Ukraine, for today, Ukraine have 17.5 millions. It's something like unofficial because it's set by memorandum. But all participants on the market know that it's a measure which it's a measure line which we not cross. As we remember how the end of last season in the spring, Romania attempted to protect exports, and how the market didn't like it. So they urgently canceled their decisions. So I think probably no.
Okay, and which market that Russia and Ukraine stop supplying with the list with the decrease of the exportation from now?
Firstly, I think it will be better to set this question to two parts: before Russian limits and after. Before Australian wheat came to the market and after. Before Russia almost stopped to sell to Indonesia and Vietnam, as I know they have some problems with quality, and Ukraine almost lost Egypt market because of because price wasn't so competitive. And now when Australian wheat came to the market, we became absolutely uncompetitive to Australian price in Asia market. So both Russia and Ukraine, I think for the end of season, lost this market because we are $15, $20, $25 higher than Australian wheat. But in other countries, we sell the same volumes, the same proportions to the crop. As I know, now Russia also increased shipments to such markets as Brazil, for example. And also they have planned to start a shipment to Japan and to Algerian market. I think they will replace destinations.
Elena, and we have any worry about the lower supply of corn from Ukraine for the next year? Because you tell me before that Ukraine decreased the crop production this year and the exportation for corn for this year. How do you think about the market, the impact of the market of this?
Let me clarify. Firstly, when we planting corn, it was May the end of May, usually corn Ukraine planting in May. It was favorable weather conditions, and Ukraine increased planting area for 10% year to year. So we expected 38, 39 million tons of crop. But we have very dry summer, and now we expected that crop will be 29, 30, maybe 31 million tons. More clear number we will have in months. So we will have 30% decrease in crop, and we expect that export facilities for this season will be from 22.2 to 24 million tons. From these numbers, we already exports, excluding lineups, almost 8 million tons. We have two main markets. The first main market for Ukrainian crop is European Union. This year, compared to 18-19, I'm not compared to the previous season because of coronavirus and all these restrictions. It's unbelievable hard year. But in 2 years ago, European Union imports facilities was 25 million tons. And Ukraine, all for the last 5 seasons, have almost 85% of this market. This year, as per bigger crop expectation in Europe, and as per lower consumption due to coronavirus, due to lower consumption from ethanol, due to lower consumption probably from meat market, import from Europe to European Union could be just 18-19 million tons. So we have lower demand from our main buyer, and we will go in the same pace, but firm numbers will be lower. The second, our main market is China. This year, China is absolutely black box. Nobody knows Chinese appetite. They drive the market through the beginning of corn season. Nobody knows for sure how much they will import. For today, officially, they have a quota for 7.2 million tons. They already overquoted, and there are a few numbers which now market discuss how much corn China could import. It's 70 million tons, or 22 million tons, or even 33 million tons. Goldman Sachs said. So nobody knows for sure, and it's dependent, and price of, and export volumes will depend on how much China will buy. They trying to buy as a lot as it's possible, as much as it's possible from US because of trade deal. And as I know, they already bought more than 13 million tons, and more than 3 million tons they already bought from Ukraine. And we expected that we will sell to China nearly 6 million tons. But as I already say, it depends on how much they will set. They could set quota higher than this year, or stay quota at the same, left quota at the same level, but give unofficial permit to government, to state companies like Kovka, like MaxiGrain, or another.
Oh, okay, thank you. And the last question, Elena, how are the winter crops now? Thinking about the 2021-22 wheat from the Black Sea, what is the situation there?
If we talk about Russia, they increase areas almost higher than 1 million hectares, but weather conditions was unfavorable, and now it's a little bit better. The south of Russia, it's very good, and even in Kiev today we have a snow. but 22% of the planting area are in the poor conditions. It's unbelievable numbers. It's huge for this period of time. So all the Russian analysts expected that crop, even they have higher areas, crop will be less than this year. But it's first expectation. They are not higher than 27 million tons. This year they have 85, 86 million tons. So they have a very pessimistic expectation. And weather is unstable. It's in Volga district, it's very cold now, minus 18 Celsius degrees in the night time. Ukraine is little bit better, but not perfect as well. The main problem is that we decrease planting area. Both Ukraine and Russia, wheat crop, winter wheat crop is main crop. We have just, as I remember, 6.1 hectares planted. It's lower than a year ago. Maybe another 200 hectares we will plant as spring wheat, but it will be 5–8% lower than last year. And my expectation is that farmers will prefer to plant sun seeds and corn because they are more attractive, firstly on price, and they are more survival. They're not afraid dryness.
The weather is better if the other crops are no these crops for the weather.
Yes, everything will depend on the weather. But for today, we expected that corn and sunseed areas will increase. We will plant it in spring times. Now we just planted winter barley, winter wheat, and rapeseed. But weather conditions absolutely unfavorable. It's too dry and partly too cold.
Okay, thank you, Elena, for the contact. We are a pleasure to you for us to give your opinion about the market, and perhaps we will be in contact in another opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay in touch. Have a good day.